Alright, today I'm going to replace the rear shocks and top mounts on my wife's 2013 Mazda 3 Skyactiv. So I'm going to jack up the car, remove the wheels, and put a safety stand under a control arm, and then we'll take a look at what we need to do. Alright, the wheel is off, and the top of the mount has two 12mm, they're deep socket. And the bottom has a 17, if you can see where I put the socket right there. So it's facing this way. Put a jack stand under the middle cross member. So I don't have air tools, so I'm just gonna use a breaker bar and try to break that 17mm. I'll probably just use a regular ratchet on the top here. Should come out pretty quickly. Okay, so I ended the bottom bolt. I ended the nuts on the top. The way to take this thing out is you have to drop it down between the control arms there, and then bring the top of it out first, and then it slides out. So the next thing that we need to do is get this, this top mount nut off. The way to do it is, if you can see, there's a flat spot here, kind of cut that way. So this is going to be a 13mm. I'm going to hold the shaft with probably a pair of vice grips, undo this so that this whole assembly will slide off. And we're going to reuse this dust boot and this bump stop. The top mount is going to be replaced. It is symmetric on this car, so you don't have to worry about right versus left, so that's great. Same with the shocks. I'll provide the part number for the shocks that I got and the top mounts. The nut is off. We can discard it because the new shock actually comes with it, the new nut. Same with top mounts, they come with new lock nuts. So the shock itself, we're going to remove this top part. Like I said, we're going to reuse these two. This just pops off really easily from here, just slides out like that. The top mount might not be bad. I mean, I'm replacing it because the shocks are kind of shot, but it has rubber parts, so I'm just replacing it all together. Alright, the shock, I went with KYB's gas shock absorber. The part number is 343413. Like I said, they are the same left to right. The mounts, also KYB SM5619, two of those. Comes with two lugnuts, and the new mount itself. And the shock, just to save space, is collapsed. Once we cut that, it should just expand. It should be really easy to do. So I'm just gonna try to put the new mount with the dust boot on the new one. Okay, so the nut is on. Like I said, I used a vice grip to hold this flat part here, and then use an open end to tighten it. It basically bottoms out. So now I'm just going to put this in. The reverse, the bottom slides in first, and then the top. And I'm going to tighten up the top, and then see how I can line up the bottom, because the hole might be a little bit lower or higher than the bottom of the shock, so I might need to compress it with an extra set of jacks that I have. So this actually lined up perfectly. The bottom of the hole lined up perfectly with the shock at full droop. I have not fully torqued those at the top yet, but they would be at 20 foot-pounds, and then the large bottom bolt is going to be at 70. So I'm just going to tighten that up now and then do the other side. Alright, car is back on the ground. Both sides are done. Everything's torqued. Everything looks good.